Hey guys, welcome back to another Mesh Weekly Technicals. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and head on over to the free Telegram group. Links all down below. So we jump into gold US dollar. So if we have a look on the monthly chart, we're still technically bullish. If we look at this structure, these previous high is still intact around this area. Obviously mentioned, we have a lot of resistance at this area. Prices, prices approaching this area, obviously, of 2K, which we've seen a lot of supply and demand around this 2K area. Prices failed to close above it. Very important area of value on gold, the 2K area. As we see these previous wicks, every time we've breaking above it, we've not managed to close on the monthly. So we've seen a lot of wicks around that area. So it's looking like on the monthly, we're due a pullback now. So they say prices broke these previous areas of structure, but now we're starting to see these wicks to the downside, which have tapped around that area and then given us this very, very indecisive on the higher time frames on gold at the minute. So we're seeing bullish structure, but a lot of indecision. When we go down into the weekly. So once again, we've got this structure, this bullish structure, but then we're seeing this consolidation around that 2K area, and then we've seen that bullish structure break. And we've seen this nice clean break of structure on the retest of those previous higher lows. So we've seen a third leg extension, but once we've broken down through these areas of structure that it's creating, this bearish structure, we've seen this big wick left to the downside. So potentially we could have seen an area and a move play out like that because we're so indecisive on gold at the minute. We are technically bearish on the weekly, but just going off this candle, the wick to the downside. So this wick's telling me that still the sellers still aren't in control, even though we're starting to see the break of structure and we've seen that nice clean retest. We're still in this area of consolidation. So makes a lot more sense on the daily time frame. So this area, like we mentioned, this area where we were establishing support, and then we've broken through that area, and now we've established resistance around 1980. So now prices come back down to the bottom of this range, tapped it. So we've been trading within this range for a good few days. As you can see, the bottom of this range is acting as support. We see this big wick to the downside, suggesting a lot of traders are willing to buy at this price and bring it back into this range. Now, if we look, price is still within this range, so I don't want to be taking any trades until we either get a clean break and retest of this area to take shorts from, or if we get a clean break and retest at the top of that range, then we could start to take buys. But once again, with us being so close to this 2K area, if we do see a break and retest of this area around 1980, then we potentially couldn't get the risk reward that we're after. So I'd like to see a clean break of this 2K area also. But once again, if we look at previous price action around this 2K area, we do have a lot of indecision and a lot of choppiness. So just got to be careful on gold at the minute and build your confluences. Take only the highest probability trades. But basically, what I'm looking for on gold, see once again, you see all this consolidation, very indecisive. So we have these areas here where we've had a little bit of a fake out, and a lot of traders going short have lost money there. Prices pulled right back up inside this range, but we are looking on the 4 hour. We're seeing a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, not the cleanest, but we could start to see this 1968 area break, which I've been paying attention to. That's something I'll be looking onto this week. If we can get a clean break of this 1969 area, where we've been seeing on the 4 hour, we've been seeing price come up, establish resistance here. So if we can see support maintain around 1954, come up, break this 196 area before establishing support, creating a third leg extension. We could potentially take sells, but we have to be careful of the top of this range around 198 holding as resistance. So once again, very, very indecisive, very choppy on gold. So I won't really be looking to trade this until we get a clear break of indecision and some clear bias. Basically, sitting on my hands on gold at the minute, but we do have a potential long at the break and retest of 1969 area, somewhere around there. We could have a long position play out if we get the break and retest of that during the week, or if we get the break and retest of the bottom of this area around 1940, we could potentially go short. But once again, I like to trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. So trading in areas of consolidation like this can be very dangerous. So if you are going to trade gold this week, then build your confidence, take only the highest probability trades, quality over quantity, and get yourself over to the free Telegram group. Links down below where we update our weekly technical analysis. But yeah, that's what I'll be paying attention to on gold this week.